And like you said, goalkeepers are different anyway. They're different animals. It doesn't take them too much. And you can't give them 20 minutes, but they're really only in action, a third of the game if you're having a really good game. So it's not like they can get into the flow of the game as well. Because I think it's a lot harder for somebody that's in the middle of the pitch to come back after a few weeks than somebody between the sticks. Goalkeepers, especially world-class goalkeepers like Alisson, you get one save, even if it's a clean one, you just get your hands on the ball and roll it out, and play goes on, and that's sometimes enough just to kickstart the game.
Yeah, I also think as well, by the way, with the Alisson injury this year, I do think he was carrying it previously because he was out for the AC Milan game, if you remember, and then gets injured 2 weeks later, and you could see the way he kicked the ball, like he knew he did it, like that was the one.
Mm-hmm.
Like it felt like it was one that he was already carrying. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like, I'm not saying it's on the manager, far from it, but it's very hard to go to Ali. We need to rest you for a week. You know what I mean? When you're in, it's very. I just think that's a difficult conversation to have. I do feel as much as Kelleher played last year, and for people who don't know, he did play more games than Alisson last year for Liverpool. I do think that he was carrying it already, and he knew what he did straight away. And if he's fit, then I think he just has to play, man. I really do.
Meanwhile, Amadou says, who would you recommend me to support? Okay, here's what you got to do, dude. I don't know where you're at. It sounds like you're like from Asia somewhere based on the players you watched, but here's what you do. You follow, subscribe, and you are now a Liverpool fan because you don't want to go anywhere else. We just adopted you. So you are now a Liverpool fan. It's not glory hunting. It's the best club. So hit that like, subscribe. You'll know all you need to know about Liverpool over here, and you're set.
I was going to say, the three of us on this podcast, it's not glory hunting because we've seen some dark days.
Yes, exactly. So it's not glory hunting. It's kind of like...
I was going the game a lot when I lived in Liverpool, and it was Roy Hodgson's season when Kenny came back. That was like my most one I went the game the most. And I never gone to Bolton away. I think we lost 4 on the bounce under Hodgson, and Maxi Rodriguez scored a last-minute winner, deflected in. It felt like we won the Champions League. I've never heard the ground erupt like it in my life. And it's just like when I look back now and think to myself, my God, I think we had lost 4 or 5 on the bounce genuinely, and we were dreadful. And we were awful all game, and Maxi Rodriguez just bundles one in front of us. We snapped the chair when I was bouncing on it and everything. It was just insane.